Good morning and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be using one of the palettes that I put in my Shop My Stash eyeshadow palette collection. So today I'm pulling out the Beauty Bakerie's Breakfast in Bed palette, and this is what it looks like. I don't know, I want to do more of a lavender purplish, maybe with the deep purple and these two tones over here. Not 100% sure yet, but I do want to dive into those colors. And also I'm going to be adding the Color Change Pigment by Revlon with what I got from my cousin's house, and see how this performs on the eye as well with this palette. So I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit so we can get started with this look. I'm trying to figure out what I really want to do. So we're gonna just start out anyways with let's start out with Lazy Baby. And it's this last purple in the eyeshadow palette. I'm using my MAC 217. And if you don't have that brush, you can use your Morphe 433 brush. It's kind of like the same shape brush. And I'm just gonna place it, let's put it in a little bit closer, in my outer V. And right up by my crease area. And I'm just packing it on. Do the same thing with the other side. And we're just packing it onto the outer V. Pack on a little more. Okay. Let's put a little bit more. This shade is not as deep as I thought it was going to be after placing it on my eye. I thought it was going to be a little deeper than this. Okay. And I'm just dragging it over a little bit to the center, towards the center of my eye. So now we're going to start blending. So we're going to keep the same brush and just blend in circular motions. The crease area, the edges rather, to blend out so we don't have any harsh edges before we move on to the next shadow. Now it blends really good though, although the pigment is not what deep as I thought it was gonna be, but overall the shadow, that shade so far, is blending pretty good. I'm just gonna put a little bit more. I don't know what's going on with my talking this morning. On the brush again, and kind of just add a little bit more into this outer V area and just blend. And do the same for the other eye. Just blending. And I'm lightly blending. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with I'll go with this again. I'm gonna go in with this. I think this is a crown brush. I'm not sure. I know it came in one of my boxy charms, but this is just a fluffy brush, blending brush, and we're going to Let's see. Let's go in with the shade here, right above that deep purple shade. And we're going to pop that a little bit in the outer V up towards the crease, just a little bit. Right in the outer V area, right in the crease area. Not too high, but right there in the crease. And what it's doing is blending out the deep shade that we placed in the outer V going up into the crease. Something happened there. Got patchy. Okay, but we're going to keep going. This same shade. I don't know what happened. Okay, we're going to blend. Okay, I'm liking how the looks coming together, but I'm not pleased with this patchy spot here. So let's try to fix that. That's why a lot of times I don't like to use palettes a lot of times when I'm getting ready to go to work because of this right here. And I really don't have the time to be fixing and playing with the shadows. So I'm going to go back in with this deep purple again. This time we're going to put something right in the crease where I lost some shadow. And just pack it. So now I realize you can't really just blend these shadows a lot. I guess it's pretty much with placing them. And then really lightly blending them. So I'm just packing it back on and back into the crease in the shape of my eye. Okay, so now we're going to go back in with this fluffy brush. We're going to blend really light since I have the pigmentation back in there. What I want to do now is go in with a more fluffier brush. And let's use this one. It's by Sonia Kashi. You know I have a Sonia G brush. I don't know why I said that. But we're going to go in with this middle shade and kind of lighten up the and set this concealer right under the brow bone. And then we can go on with the lid shade. And we're just blending out the crease area as well while we're doing that. Okay, so now we're going to go in with just a little bit more of the deeper purple shade because I want to put it right there in my transition area. Yeah, my crease area. Just to make sure I didn't put too much of this light shade. And I like my colors to pop outside of my crease, so you can actually see my shades that I've used. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with this MAC 217 and just place the shade back in here again one last time, because I feel like it's every time I touch it, it fades and gets patchy. So I think I'm gonna probably stop right there with that. Then I don't know if I want to go in with the shimmer shade in this palette, because I'm kind of scared to move this shadow around anymore. Well, you know what? I'm going to go back in with the shade in the palette. I won't do the pigment today, unless I see how these shimmers work. But right now, I'm pressed with time to go back and forth with this palette. So I'm trying to find my base booster. I thought I had it in my hand. I found it. I'm sorry. And put a little bit on the back of my hand, because I just feel like these mattes are not really creamy and stuff like that. So I don't really like to kind of play with stuff like this, like I said, in the morning when I'm going to work. I like to mainly use products that I've already used before sometimes. But this was like really unexpected this morning. I never really used their shadows. But like I said, I had the setting powder, and it's pretty good. With these mattes, kind of like on the like drier side. And maybe I just need to work with them a little bit more. We'll see. Because I don't believe in giving up on the products either. So we'll just take it for that. So now I'm going to go in with my MAC 283 brush, usually in a type of flat fiber brush, and this is what it looks like. And we're going to go in with the shade Fresh Face, which is the first shade, the lavender shimmer shade, and place it where we stuck the glitter glue. That's not too bad though. This is actually a nice formula. The shimmers. I'm going to go in with my finger. Kind of speed it up a little bit. That's actually not bad. Now the shimmers are pretty good. It's the matte shade. And maybe it's just the shade purple. I'm not sure, but I've heard some people say purple is kind of can be kind of tricky to work with. So I just have to play it in a little bit more to see if that's it. Yeah, I like the shimmer shade though. That's really pretty. I like that shimmer shade. So you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and try the color change and see what it does. I'm kind of scared to do this, being that I'm going to work, because I do like the look of this so far. We're gonna place a little bit more. Just a dab of this base booster, not a lot. Just enough so this pigment can stick to it. Because I just want to brighten it up and just see how this pigment performs. And it's in the shade Lilac Twinkle, which is this purple, if you can see it, purplish shade. Light purple. Lavender, rather. And this is what it looks like. Pretty microfined. Oh, so I'm just going to take my finger and put a little bit on the back of my hand and place it on top of this shade with my base booster. I do like how it brightened up a little bit more. So we're going to take the other eye and do the same thing. This is really coming together, these purples. And I guess it kind of forget about this patchy kind of like purple shade. I'm liking that so far, but I do want to go back in with, with the shade. I'm using my ColourPop E9 brush, and it's just this fluffy brush here. And I'm going to go back in with the shimmer shade we used. What did we use? Fresh Face. And put it back in my crease a little bit, because I don't want to lose it. I just wanted that other shade to lighten up that crease area. And I'm blending in circular motions. Same thing with this eye, right in the crease area. I like that. Okay, so last step we're gonna do before we go off and do the rest of our face. I just feel like the other shade really didn't do a lot in my area where the crease under my brow. So I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Total Face palette and do my norm, because I don't like the gap up there with these shades. So we're gonna press it. Yeah, that looks better. And place it in and blend. I like this look. So now we're not going to add any more shadow, but we're going to take this MAC brush again with the matte shade and just press it back on the outer V up into the crease, because I want to bring a little definition back into this look on my outer V. And just lightly blend. That is pretty. Okay, so this is going to wrap it up for the eye look. I'm not going to apply any more eyeshadows to the lid, but I am going to go off camera, finish the rest of my face, and I will be back to show you guys the final look. So welcome back, and this is the final look. I do like how the overall look came out. But I will say with the eyeshadow palette, I'm zooming you guys in so you can see. With the eyeshadow palette, I don't know, to be honest with you. I said I would give honest reviews when I use my stuff. The shimmer is okay. It's not a to die for formula in the shades I've used so far. I can't speak for the other shades yet, but the shades that I did use in this palette, which was the deep purple, Lily Baby, Fresh Face, which was okay shimmer, and then I used French Doors in my inner corner, and I tried to use that one in my brow bone area to set my concealer. I don't know about this palette. Like I said, I have to work with it again to see, but this morning the formula is not the best. It is not the best. I've had like my Profusion palettes, my ColourPop palettes. For the price you'll pay for these palettes, my more affordable palettes, they're pretty much right a little bit better than this palette. But overall, I do like the look. I do like the purple, the way it turned out. And the only thing I did different was popped French doors in the inner corner, this light purple, with this same fluffy brush I used, and I kind of like build it up and just kept placing it to until I got the payoff that I wanted. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed how I came up with this look, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And if you have not done so already, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel and become a part of my YouTube family. I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.